It looks like Ronaldo is about to pull a Luis Figo in Saudi Arabia. His contract with Al-Nassr expires this summer, and it doesn't look like they're going to agree to a new deal. So CR7 is set to become a free agent. Now, he's being linked to a handful of teams, but one club does stand out as the favorite to sign him, and that is Al-Hilal. And this would be massive news because they are big rivals for the team that he currently plays for. And not only are Al-Hilal the biggest and best club in Saudi Arabia, I've been told that they are the Real Madrid of the Asian continent. So this would have major ramifications for the footballing world on that side. Now, I know that CR7 has made a lot of money throughout his career, but if he does end up going to that team, he's going to have to pay double for security. You know how they get down in those Middle Eastern countries. They'll chop off your hands if you steal a fruit. You'll get 15 public lashings in the town square if you even look at a girl the wrong way. I don't know how they're going to deal with this kind of betrayal. Now, it's crazy to me that we're talking about Ronaldo transfer news in 2025. This man is the GOAT, okay? He's on the road to 1,000 goals. But I definitely thought that he would retire in Saudi. I didn't think he would. I thought he would retire at Al-Nassr. I didn't think he'd be moving to another club. So the fact that this is happening is crazy. And I think I know why he's leaving, right? They have not done a good job with surrounding him with enough talent to win that league, to compete for all the trophies. And if you're a guy like CR7, you've been at some of the best clubs in the world. The things that he's won, the things that he's accomplished, you need to be at a club that's going to match your ambition. And it doesn't seem like Al-Nassr is really trying to do that. So him leaving makes a lot of sense. But I need you guys to get in the comment section and let me know, what team do you think should sign Ronaldo? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. Let's get it. So I think that Ronaldo himself has confirmed that he is leaving Al-Nassr, because on Twitter, he posted a picture of himself, right, in their kit, and the caption that he put was, "This chapter is over. The story still being written. Grateful to all." Now, to me, this reads like a breakup message, okay? He's basically confirming to me, to you, to the Nassr fans in Saudi Arabia that it's over, right? And he will be going to another club. He said that his story is still being written, so he's not going to retire. We know that CR7 is a madman. This guy fully plans on being in that World Cup in 2026. Now, whether he should be called up or not is a different conversation. We all know that Ronaldo is not the same guy that we saw at Manchester United or Real Madrid or even Juve. But he does still have that drive to play at a pretty good level, because you can give Saudi some credit, right? They've signed a lot of big name players. They've made their league a bit more respectable. And yeah, I just think Ronaldo has confirmed it on Twitter that he is done. Now, when I look at other reports, they're saying that Ronaldo now has two main options for his future: extend at Al-Nassr or sign for Al-Hilal, who will play at the Club World Cup. Now, we all know FIFA would love for Ronaldo to be in that Club World Cup. They've already given Inter Miami a pass to be in there, and Inter Miami did nothing to qualify for it. But because they have Messi, and they know that having Messi brings ratings, they let Inter Miami join. So if a team that's in that tournament is able to sign Ronaldo, then the ratings would be boosted even more. Now, what's so crazy is that if Ronaldo ends up signing for Al-Hilal, do you know what his first game would be? It would be against Real Madrid, because we play them in the group stage to kick off our Club World Cup campaign. Do you know how wild that would be if CR7 is lined up against Real Madrid in an official capacity? The Club World Cup is not a preseason friendly. Now, from the sporting POV of it, I think this is a good move for Ronaldo if he does end up joining Al Hilal. They are the best team in Saudi. And I know that they didn't win the league this past season, but in general, they tend to win it, right? I know that Al Ittihad got the job done. Shout out to Benzema, Conte, and them. But I just don't think that Al-Nassr have backed Ronaldo as much as they should have. When I look at Al Hilal and the business that they've done, right? They had Neymar, they signed Mitrovic, Renan Lodi, Milinkovic-Savic, they got Ruben Neves, they got João Cancelo, they got Bonu in goal. Like, their team is absolutely stacked. And they're also trying to sign Bruno Fernandes as well. The move just makes too much sense. I believe that Al-Nassr and Al Hilal are also located in the same city. The guy's not going to have to move, and they're going to be able to pay him the crazy wages that he's already on. Because if he was to leave Saudi Arabia, I don't know any other team that can match those wages. And we know that Saudi don't want Ronaldo to leave the country because he's so big for their sporting project, right? Ronaldo was the first big player that went over there. Don't forget, before Saudi started spending all this money, Ronaldo went there in January. And then that following summer window, every other team started spending a lot of cash. A lot of eyes were brought to the Saudi League because of CR7. Hell, I've even done Saudi League watch-alongs. I've never watched a Saudi game until Ronaldo went over there. So the money that they have to offer is mind-boggling. And unless CR7 is going to be willing to take a massive pay cut, I think it makes sense. I mean, I just want to show you guys the rosters that we're talking about here. So look at Al-Nassr's team, right? So they have Ronaldo. They did sign John Duran this past January. That was a very good move, right? John Duran was a talented striker at Aston Villa. But look at the rest of their attack. Just look at their forwards. Dead. Sadio Mane. Washed. Right? Brozovic is okay. But then they signed guys like Angelo, Otavio, Wesley. Who the hell are these guys? Look at their defense. Aymeric Laporte is decent. And this guy that they signed that's French, he's actually decent as well. But it's just not enough. Bento as their goalkeeper. Like, if you have a guy like CR7, and if you see the kind of moves, let's say Al Ittihad, for example, these guys signed Benzema. They signed Conte, okay? You got, like, Al Ahly. They signed, Riyad Mahrez. They also signed Ivan Toney. They got Frank Kessie. They got guys like Koulibaly in this league and all these different things. And I just feel like Al-Nassr, like, they just never did enough. Now, to be fair to them, right, let's just be very honest with CR7 and where he is as a player. Ronaldo is washed, okay? Ronaldo, at this stage in his career, is a tap-in merchant, okay? If you're not creating great service for him to just have a 2-yard tap-in, then he might as well not be on the pitch. And to be honest, I know that a lot of Al Hilal fans don't really want him because when you have a guy like him in your team, everything has to flow through him. Everybody has to be trying to create chances for him. And Al Hilal are also in negotiations to sign Inzaghi from Inter Milan. Now, maybe with him being the manager, he'll be able to work out a different style of play and be able to get the best out of a Ronaldo if this deal does happen. But CR7 is kind of a detriment to his team's overall play because it's so easy to game plan for him. Everybody knows you're going to cross it into the box. You're going to try and force it to him so that he scores goals, right? And that's just kind of what it is. That's why I don't really think that Ronaldo should be in that World Cup squad. Maybe if he's willing to come off the bench, then yeah. But should he be going there and starting? Absolutely not. But I just think that Al Hilal, for him, makes so much sense. They have a lot of players that speak Portuguese already, right? Like, let's look at their squad because they actually do have a pretty decent team. Like, I think if Al Hilal were playing in the Premier League, they'd finish like 6th or 7th. I'll be real. You got Mitrovic up front. You have Marcus Leonardo, who's also a baller as well. Look at this midfield. Serge Milinkovic-Savic, Malcolm, Ruben Neves. In defense, Koulibaly, João Cancelo, Renan Lodi. And then they have arguably the best goalkeeper in the Asian continent, Bonu. I remember when Al-Hilal, they signed Neymar, right? Neymar was injured for the entire season, and they went on to win that league, and they went invincible. That was the season just before this last one. They get the job done. So let's keep an eye on this, right? Will Ronaldo end up going there? Who knows? But I just think it makes a lot of sense for him to stay in Saudi because he gets to keep getting that huge wage, and he will also be playing for the best club that gives him these chances to win more silverware. But it is kind of snakish, right? I ain't gonna lie. Like, this is like Kevin Durant joining the Warriors. But let me know what you guys are saying. This will also allow him to play in that Club World Cup, and seeing him against Real Madrid in an official match would be absolutely insane. And he's gonna have to hold smoke. He's still my guy. But nah, Dean Hoyston's gonna have him in his pocket. Let's just be real, okay? Ronaldo, 40 years old. The guy is out there looking stiff. He's getting Botox every week. I respect that he still has that drive to want to compete. But the end is near, people. And when Ronaldo retires, it's going to be a really sad day in football. But let me know what you guys are saying. Should he go to Al Hilal or should he go to another club? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications.